It's so hard to put my 4K experience into words. And when I honestly say like 4K changed my life, like it's honestly one of the best experiences I've had during my life. So honestly, I've kind of realized like just recently, like how big of an impact this has had on not only me, but really other people. One story I kind of want to share is one of my really close friends, her stepdad got diagnosed with colon cancer right before I went on the run in 2017. And it was like a huge shock. And I just was like, like I'm really going to dedicate miles towards him this summer. His name is Frank. And so anyways, like the run finished, and I don't know, just throughout that entire time, like once he heard that I was like doing this run, he was just like, oh my gosh, like that's like so crazy, and like how are you doing that, and just became like a huge like fan of 4K and kind of like what I was doing. And I feel like he was one of like my biggest supporters, even though he was going through something really challenging as well. And so when I finished the run, I got to visit him, and he was doing like a lot better, and he's actually like, he's cancer free now, which is awesome. And he is a huge like hiker. And so actually just recently in September, he went on like a weekend hike trip, and at the end of the hike, my friend, she sent me a picture, and it was him holding up a sign like with my name on it. And so I like got goosebumps. It was like it was the first time that someone had really dedicated a run like or hike or like workout or something towards me. And that was just a really cool concept that I was like, wow, like he's come such a long way. So once I saw that, I was just like, that had such a huge impact on him and his family, that I was like, if I can have that impact on like more people and like have more stories like that, it just felt so good to really have that impact on someone. And this like the 4K community, like it brings you so much closer to the cancer community, especially when you're visiting different hospitals on the trip. Like you're hearing different stories from your teammates of some people, their parents have been affected by cancer. And so I've had family members that have been affected by cancer, but really hearing stories from my teammates and just from people along the way and like how much this means to them is like a really, really like heartwarming thing. A lot of things will be different about this trip. So instead of doing the run trip, I decided, there's a bike trip and a run trip. So I was like, I am not a biker by any means, but I was like, that would be a huge challenge for me. The bike trip is 70 days long compared to the run, which is 49 days long. You still have to fundraise the same amount, but you're biking the entire thing. So you're biking probably around like 50 to 120 miles a day, which the farthest I've biked is 40 miles on a flat trail. So I think that's gonna be a completely different challenge that I've never faced before, but I think I'll love it even more considering it'll be so new to me. So for fundraising, I started thinking of like, okay, what other events can I host that can help other people? That I'm doing this bike trip, but what can you do just like to help other people or sign up for like a donor list or something? And so two things that I have started thinking about was doing an event at a salon where people can donate their hair or come in for haircuts, and part of their proceeds will go to my fundraising. And the other one that I was thinking about was kind of having an event where you can sign up to be an organ donor. And I know you can do that like through the Secretary of State, by having an event where you can do that, and like I can have like people just like sign up, and maybe I can like give it to an organization or like be like basically the midway point for people to sign up for the organ donor like list. Having the ability that I can bike and I can run and I am healthy, and to be able to do that for other people is just a really cool thing.